Hello, today I'm going to demonstrate how to install the drain on the bottom of a double stainless steel sink. Right here we have two tail pieces coming off the basket strainers. What is required is 2.5" fitting trap adapters, 1.5" TY, 1.5" 90, P-trap with clean out. You're going to need probably 3 feet of pipe, 1.5", a hacksaw, a pair of channel locks, little Teflon, and some ABS cement. So I use fitting trap adapters. It saves a step. What I do is put this on like so, then I'll just glue my TY on there. If you use a regular trap adapter, what you have to do is you have to glue a piece of pipe in there, then glue it into the TY. So this is an 1.5" fitting trap adapter that just glues right into the TY. One thing to note, when picking out a trap adapter, this trap adapter looks just like this fitting here, which is a bow adapter. And the bow adapter fits onto 1.5" copper, and then it goes to plastic. So make sure it's not a bow adapter, you want a trap adapter. And the trap adapter, this tail piece fits snugly into the trap adapter, where the bow adapter, the tail piece, is quite loose on it. So that's actually used for copper. The next step is you're going to throw the trap adapter on here, just like so, and you're going to glue the 90 on there. You're going to face the two fittings towards each other, take a measurement, and the measurement for this is 12 5/8. This is a Steel Queen Kindred double stainless sink, and not all drains and sinks are the same width, so you're going to have to make sure that you get your measurement. The pipe goes into the fitting 2-inch, 1.5", 1 1/4". It goes into them 3/4 of an inch. So if you measure from here to there, just face to face, add 1.5", and you're all set, as long as your cut is straight. How I put them up, and I've been doing this for a few years now, like a few decades. My measurement 12 5/8. I'll take that, I'll glue it into the TY, I'll glue it onto the 90, and I will eye that up so that they're relatively, it's actually easier when there's glue on there, so that they're relatively level. And I'll just take this, slide it on like so. You too can do it like that. There is another way to do it, and I'll show you that in 1 second. Let's go down a notch. There we go. You're gonna remove your tailpiece. You know what your measurement is. So we know what our measurement is now. It's 12 5/8. That's in there pretty snug. Anyway, okay, so that's facing here. You're going to glue this piece of pipe into the 90. Then you're going to glue it into the TY. Turn it up like so, and tighten your tailpiece on. That's another way to do it. Whatever works best for you, but I've hooked up hundreds, so I don't have a problem eyeing them up. But a first time sink installer might want to take their time with that. The next step is your 1.5" P-trap. Comes with a clean out, and the nut is actually tapered to fit into the bottom of the trap. But I personally put Teflon around the clean out. So if you don't, there's a good chance that you're going to get a little bit of water leaking around there due to the expansion and contraction of the plastic, which is quite high. Take my channel locks and I'll just snug that up. I'm just going to focus the camera on this area here. It's a little more technical than the other part. So what I have here in the wall is an 1.5" cap, which represents the fitting sticking into the wall. If it's a new installation and you've removed your gyprock, what I usually do, I put my TY here. I'll just take a piece of pipe, not glue it in. I'll gyprock my wall. When I go to hook up my sink, I just take this out, and this saves me from getting under the sink and cutting this off, cutting the piece of pipe off. So my next step is I'll look at the height of the drain. You eye it up, and you just eye it up with the fitting in the wall. And here we are going to get away with the closed piece, which is an 1.5". And you do a dry fit with this right now. You're going to take this, stick it in there. And you're just going to turn your trap until the 90 faces directly back towards that fitting. From there you're going to measure, you're going to take this measurement, and I have the pipe here, I think it's 4.5, actually 4.25. So you're going to remove this, you're going to take your 90, glue the piece of pipe in it, like so, then you're going to glue it into the fitting in the wall. Putting a cap on is actually a little tougher than putting a fitting on. They're rather tight. You're going to make sure that this is flat, level I should say. Then you're going to take the piece of pipe that you cut coming off your TY, glue it into the bottom of the trap, just like so. Now in this step here, you're actually going to glue the inside of the trap, the piece of pipe, the inside of the TY, and the 90 all at once. Just take the glue, run it around. You're going to have a few seconds. It's not like you have to panic. You're going to put a good amount of glue on there, take it, glue it just like so, and that's it. Something that you want to actually look at doing. Let's see, this has to go up a hair. There we go. Something that you want to do before, just before you close your cupboard door, make sure you always take your channel locks or a 14-inch pipe wrench. I call it 14 or 12-inch, just some type of wrench, just to give these nuts a little tightening there, because if not, they will, with any type of plastic, it does expand and contract. So you're going to tighten your two nuts up. This is ABS cement, and this is how easy it is to glue this. There's an 1.5" 45. I take my cement on the inside of the fitting, and I put a liberal amount on. Turn it like so. That's it. That's finished. That's how easy it is with ABS. When you're doing PVC, you have to use a primer and the cement. But with ABS, strictly the cement will do the job. And that's all there is to hooking up a double stainless steel sink. I hope that's helped you, and have a great day.